Hey guys, what is up? It is your friendly neighborhood Ubers here, back again with another Isaac Briggs run. And this time we're gonna do another Death's Touch run. This is the redemption round. Cause I'm not gonna lose this run. I'll tell you that. For a fact. I might lose this run. Okay, well that wasn't a good start. So I have 2 red hearts total currently. I will be going all the way down to 1 most likely. Because of the 9 lives potential. Which sounds like a horrible decision, but you have to remember that 9 lives does give you 9 lives. So I actually think it's a perfectly reasonable decision to make. I gotta get back though. I gotta get back to the island. Kate, we need to go back. Fuck this room. Fuck this room. Sideways, upside down, every single possible direction that you can imagine. Just fuck it, you know? I think that's fine, you know? I think that's, yeah, no, that seems fine. Just fucking it in every direction. Why? I now have a half of a heart, which means I cannot get 9 lives. Why? 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 This is actually fucking retarded. Oh my god, I'm upset. Listen to me, game. I need you to just cool your jets and allow me to just get a victory. You know, Isaac, if that's not too difficult for you in your cold black hole that you call a heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now I'm at 1.5, which is pretty much okay. Yeah. So I recorded a Hearthstone arena run that will probably be going up tonight. I finally did it. I got a run that got more than 2 wins, and it felt real good. Felt real good. So if you enjoyed the other Hearthstone arena run videos, then look forward to this. It'll be going up probably. I have to imagine I'll be uploading it, you know, tonight when I'm uploading this, and then it'll be scheduled for most likely 12 hours after this episode. Because that's normally what I roll with. I also... It feels like there's something sharp in my mouth that's rubbing against my tongue. It's probably just my tooth. I've definitely had it before where like one of my molars, just for some unknown reason, feels sharper. Like something happened to it and now it's just like suddenly sharper. And then it just scrapes against my tongue for like 1 day and then it gets dull again. I don't know. I think this might be one of those times. Oh well. I'm just a goddamn mess today, that's all. Today is like holy fuck, man. Like I burned myself. When I woke up, I did that thing when I was asleep called drooling excessively. So that was nasty as fuck. I think I probably have a cold as well, because I was sneezing all day. I'm just a mess. And it's shocking to me that I can so frequently burn myself. Like, it's not intentional. You know, I don't have self-destructive tendencies. But what I do is I make pizza in my oven, and then I pull the pizza out, and then I have just a lapse in judgment, and I have an oven mitt on one hand, because I'm like, why would I need to get out a second oven mitt? I'm not going to be a retard. And then I become a retard, and then it goes really bad, and I touch it with the hand that doesn't have the oven mitt on it, and it just obviously burns me. It scalds me, and then I run the fucking burn under cold water, and I'm like, oh, that feels great, and then I take it out of the cold water, and within like 3 seconds, I'm like, ah, I want to die. It doesn't feel good. And this is probably like the We gotta be past 5 for the amount of times I've burned my hand. I've gotta be past 5 by now. There's no way I'm not. I've also done it with bowls that I put in the microwave to specifically for ramen, of course. Where like I do, you know, I prep the ramen, everything's great. Put it in the microwave to heat that shit up. I then microwave is done with it, and then you see steam, and everything is fine, and it's all great, and then the fucking bowl, which should be fairly heat resistant, not very heat conducive, I guess, conductive, whatever. It doesn't conduct heat well. It's a goddamn like ceramic bowl with like I don't know, some coating on it or something. Doesn't matter. I've done it like a million times with ramen, and only recently it started actually getting the bowl to a point where it hurt, where it was like actually very hot. It's normally a pretty good insulator to the hot water and shit that's inside it. But now I've started to have to use goddamn janky ass oven mitts, not like real oven mitts, but like I'm talking a paper towel torn in half kind of oven mitts, to just take it out. And the thing is, like, I get I always grab a paper towel anyway, because I mean, why would I not? You think I'm some sort of a fucking disease-ridden beast? Come on. Let's be reasonable human beings here. So I always grab a paper towel, and I normally would just, like, you know, whatever, pick up the bowl, done. But then, like, probably about a month ago, I went to grab the bowl, and, like, I picked it up. And after I picked it up, I was like, something seems different. And then, like, 2 seconds later, just this sharp shooting pain directly in my fingertips. Like, all of them. That's the problem, right? Is that I didn't just do, like, a little test with, like, one finger on each hand or something. Like, I grabbed that shit. And my hands were fucking in a lot of pain for a couple days. It's really awful. It's one of the worst things you can do is burning yourself. It's not like the end of the world, as long as, you know, we're not talking like 3rd-degree burns or anything. But it fucking blows. Be careful with your things that get hot. It's weird too, because it doesn't seem to me to be just a heat thing. I don't know, because so you know how there's that thing, I've seen at least one, and I've heard about them more in like they're referenced in like TV shows and shit, but it's like the fucking hot car contests. I actually saw one of those. It's not just a joke in TV. But basically it's like there's a car that's out in the sun on a hot day, and the contest is everybody puts their hand on the car and sees who can hold on to it longest. God damn it. And, you know, whoever is the last one holding on wins something. Probably money, maybe the car. Don't know, don't care, doesn't matter. But, like, I haven't done anything with that contest, but I have been the kind of guy to just be like, what, oh, is the car hot? And then I stick my hand on the car and just leave it there for a while. And I'm like, no, not really hot, you know? And it's like on there for a while. That shit's fucking, like, real hot. I would argue a lot hotter than, you know, a ceramic bowl that was in a microwave. But then again, it could be the fact that it actually is not hotter. The difference is in the fact that the car the reason that the car feels hotter is because it's not boiling my fucking nerve endings off. Unlike the heat of the bowl of ramen or the pizza pan. That could be it. I feel like that's a reasonable explanation for why hot cars don't feel as hot. Or hot cars feel hotter but don't literally burn you. At least they don't literally burn me, I don't know. There's probably people with incredibly sensitive skin and get burned all the time, and I feel bad for them. I feel bad for these people that I don't actually know for certain if they exist. Must be just a sad life, you know? To maybe not exist. Sure. Umbilical cord is god-awful. Very meaningless, so fuck that shit. And I will check out the shop. Fanny pack is pretty okay. Buy the key as well, of course. And you know what? I'll donate. Let's toss some money in here. Maybe get a luck up out of it. Maybe just donate. You know, maybe I'm just doing it to donate. 181. That's nice number to stop at. What is that called, by the way? Was a palindrome? I actually don't know if people even like talk about palindromes when it comes to numbers. I'm sure they do. I don't know of it though. I think it's a palindrome, right? Like race car, for example, is a palindrome. It's the same thing forward and backward. I think that's what a palindrome is, right? It's the word that pops into my head, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna roll with it. It's the way I live life. I like to live life on the edge. Okay. Sick. Alright. I'm looking just for less curses. Nah, I mean, this run is going real well. A lot better than the last run, I'll tell you that. I don't think I have to be the one to tell you that, but I will tell you. Okay. The up direction is not the way to go. High Priestess. I'm gonna roll with telepills. I want to actually utilize telepills to jack an item from the boss rush. If I get something more predictable, I'll go with that. I really wouldn't appreciate going to boss rush, like rushing to boss rush and then telepills getting me to an IMR room. You know what? Just fucking hit me. Like, I fucked up immediately, okay? Is that what you want to hear? Yeah, I don't want to rush ahead. God damn it. Item rooms. You gotta give me an actual item, please. At some point, right? I think it's fairly unreasonable to just never give me a legitimate item. But what do I know? I'm not the game. I'm not the random number generator. See, RoboBaby 2.0 is beyond useless. Look at this. He has to be inside of them. He's really awful. I don't like it. He's occasionally, like, very, very well on point. But, like, 99% of the time, he just is worthless. I have picked up Counterfeit Penny, and I've picked up 4 coins since picking it up, and I haven't had a single one get doubled. Or, you know, +1 or whatever. It's fucking... it's some bullshit right there. That's what that is. It's some bullshit. Okay. I'm gonna go in here. That seems fine. Why? Why? Just why? Whatever. I don't get it. Is that... Ding, ding, ding. 6 cents. Okay. All 3 of those triggered the extra coin. So, alright, you know what? You fucking nailed it. You did it. Congratulations, Counterfeit Penny. You're not completely worthless. I knew I could believe in you. You got this, Robo Baby. Yeah! I will never take Bob's brain ever again, by the way. Don't think I will, because I won't. I promise. I don't actually promise. I can't really hold up on that promise. I would like the map. So if I can get, well, maybe 2 more cents out for this? Nah, 3 more. Which could potentially be accomplished in 2 coins. I'd say more often than not it would be accomplished in 2 coins at this point. But maybe not. Whatever. Roid Rage is fine. At the very least, this allows me to re-roll my Bob's brain. And I get to finish exploring the floor. What the fuck ever, man. I'm not allowed to have good items. I get a few good items in the run, and then the rest of the run is just like, which of the shittiest items in the entirety of Binding of Isaac would you like today? And then I say, none of them. And then the game is like, good fucking joke. And then I get pooped on. Well, I guess I can't get the map. That's alright. So I saw on Twitter today, people were talking about anime openings specifically. And obviously people were talking about Back to the Future 2 and shit, which was great. Thank you. But they were talking about anime openings. Fuck off. And there was one when it came, it was, people were talking about Code Geass. Which as you may know is one of my favorite animes. It's very good. I really enjoy it a lot. It's not the best anime, but it's one of my favorites. I enjoy it a lot. I can say on a lot of like measurable, objective sort of things, it's not the best, but I really enjoy it. But people, yeah, so people were talking about Code Geass and the openings, and somebody was like, you know, Season 2 first opening is the best. And I read that and I was like, do you remember the very first opening of Code Geass? Because I feel like you don't. And if you haven't heard it, just search up on YouTube Code Geass Colors. Geass is Geass. Just search that up and you'll find it, and it's incredible. It's one of my favorite anime, like, you know, anime intro songs of all time. Anime songs of all time, whatever thing you want to measure it on is my favorite, okay? It's really good. Fuck off! I should have taken the Demon Baby. It was the best item out of the last, like, 4 that I've gotten. But I got greedy. I was like, man, I can't, there's like no shitty items left. Yet I always get proven wrong with that. Let's just do it. I was expecting Krampus, to be honest with you. I'll take a Rod Baby, though. What do we got? It's a 9-volt. I'm gonna do this, buy this, and then we're gonna just say fucking C. Oh my god, let me go to the exit. Thank you. Fuck off, Bloat. I really hate the Bloat. He's so bullshit, man. That actually pisses me off so much. Sure. We have become Guppy. The worst thing about Bloat is exactly what happened there, which is when you enter the room and the eyes pop out, and then there's the pause before he gets pushed by the eyeballs, right? Because they're like within the same space as him, so one of them has to move, and of course, the eyeballs aren't gonna move, kidding me? It's him who's moving, even though he's 4 times the size. So there's this pause, and you're just like shooting away. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna grab the knife. I'm not gonna ruin this. So there's this pause where you're shooting him and you're feeling good, and everything is great, and the world is awesome. And then after that pause, like in the pause, he begins doing the animation for his sideways brimstone, and then as he's completing the animation, he just gets pushed straight down to the exact level that you are in the room, right? To hit you with the brimstone lasers that you clearly weren't in the line of fire for. Shit. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try and make it though. No! Not like this, not like this! I'm missing out on a lot of min-maxing, but that's okay. We can fix it if we don't get I Am Error Room, but let's be real here. I'm gonna get I Am Error Room. I always do. When I don't want it, I always get it. When I do want it, I never get it. Such is life. Alright, we made it. We're good. We Gucci Mane. Woof. Woof. Didn't get a deal with the devil, which I don't really like. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what I want. I kind of want triple shot, but the tears down is like pretty rough. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, I think that was the play. Yoink. My overall amount of shots per second has probably gone up. It's really hard to tell at this point. But I want to say it did go up. At the very least, it looks like it stayed roughly the same. Tier 8 obviously is worse, but I am shooting 3 tiers per blorp. The downside is, I now have the worst of all worlds when it comes to spawning blue spiders. So the way the blue spiders spawn, or at least the way I understand it, is every time you shoot, right? Every time that you begin a shot, the game will roll the dice. Yoink. It'll roll the dice, and you know, if it rolls whatever the number, you know, let's just say it's 1 through 10, and you know, you have to roll a 1, right? So every shot you roll a d10. They exist, I promise. And if it hits a 1, you spawn a spider, right? So that means higher tier rate means more spiders. But the catch is charge shots, which quite often are slower than very fast tier rate. The catch is that those, every like game tick that they are charging is essentially you shooting a new tier according to the mom's wig. In the eyes of the mom's wig, every game tick is 1 new tier, right? So you're just rolling constant dice. So if you have charge shots, you get an unbelievably like rapid spider production, right? With a high tier rate, it's similar. With a low tier rate that's not charge shot, it's the worst. And now that I have a lower tier rate than what I had before, and I didn't get charge shot, it's not good. And I don't know if it's every game tick or every frame or what. I want to say that this game doesn't have a difference between game ticks and frames because it has a locked frame rate, or at least it has a max frame rate. And if you go below it, then the game literally slows down. So it seems like there's no differentiation there with this one. But a lot of PC games will have a differentiation between essentially what is the game engine's frame rate, which they generally kept to 60 FPS, or you know, if you want to just think of them as game ticks, then 60 ticks per second, yet allowing visual frame rate to be increased. Because it's PC and people will cry if you're not allowed to have 300 FPS or something. In fact, most multiplayer games have, you know, that kind of system going on. And then the ones that don't are kind of shit. For example, a lot of fighting games on computer are actually pretty bad with their online because of the fact that they have a consistent thing, right, where it is the whole frame rate is the same as game ticks. Everything is based on your frame rate, and because of that, if you're playing against somebody, if you're playing against somebody, right, and you both, if you have a bad frame rate and that guy doesn't, he's just gonna like straight up be playing in the future to you, right? Your games won't sync. So in order to fix that, they force everybody down to the lowest common denominator, which is pretty bad. It's a really gross way of doing it. I like this idea. Oh, I have 9 volt. I forgot. I then picked up Hibikak and forgot. Okay. So now I'm even worse on the spider production, but the benefit is I don't need a lot of spiders. Because every single spider will like one-shot a goddamn boss or something. Hey, look, a D10. But yeah, so that's why a lot of fighting games have really awful online, because they don't really have an elegant solution to the problem of if you're playing at different, you know, you have different levels of performance, then you're going to be playing a completely different game. And that's why people get fucking pissed off when playing pretty much any fighting game that is available on PC. Because they pretty much all fall into that trap. Actually, Hot Bombs is real good. I'm gonna grab Hot Bombs. No, it's not. Firemind is real good. Hot Bombs doesn't do anything. Damn it. Okay, that's kind of where I thought. And the worst thing is, it's not only frame rate, so when somebody has a bad computer, i.e. me, it's not only a frame rate problem, it's also an internet problem. If one person is getting bad ping to whatever server, well, most are peer-to-peer, so I guess it, you know, there's just a bad connection between the two people, then, you know, whoever has the better connection will hate their entire life. It's weird, too, because it actually makes the game far more enjoyable. Between the two people involved, it's so much better to be the guy who is in possession of either the bad internet or the bad frame rate. Just because of the execution being so poor on the equalizing sort of thing. So I lose, obviously, the visual scythes, which is actually a good thing. Not only are the scythes visual, but their hitbox is just larger, which normally makes this item a bad thing to pick up. God damn it. But in this instance, it's not. because it basically is a failsafe to ensure that I will never have tiers that are too big that they will not actually damage the enemies that they're exploding on, which can happen, and very often does happen with Ipecac Death's Touch. It's a pretty huge non-bow. Give me that shit. This is a gigantic floor. I thought I was nearing the end. I think I am. I think it's not this way, but I think I am nearing the end. I think it's the down and left from here. Not down there, but like left and then down, and you get it. I hope you get it. But if I were to go through that to the left and, you know, whatever. Maybe it connects up here. It does not. Alright. Let's find out. I'm gonna check here first, of course. This looks like it connects. Wait, no, it couldn't, because I fully explored. I'm confused. Maybe this is actually the way to the boss. No, it does connect. That's right, I didn't go that way. Okay, cool. So my hunch was correct, in that the exit is this way. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. I found the exit. And we're done. Meh. Yeah. Damn it. Whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. Just do it live. It's fine. And we ended with a lot of 6s and 9s. Chilling out, so that's pretty good. And that was an alright run. It felt really weird. It felt like I was wearing rubber gloves the entire time because of my left hand's fingertips being, you know, like pretty much feels like I'm wearing a glove. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. Because there's most likely immediately dead skin on there that is just waiting to start peeling due to the burn. But it hasn't started peeling yet. So there you go. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. And I will see you guys later today, probably, for the Hearthstone Arena run, if you want to watch that. If you don't, that's cool too. Isaac episodes every day, so no problemo. Got you covered. And that'll do it. So, see you guys.